NYIT is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk Counties, Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Peck, and the award-winning LI News team.
Good evening. I'm Ken Eckhart, and here's what's happening. A Long Island village has voted to prohibit smoking on public sidewalks and other areas to help protect pedestrians from the dangers of secondhand smoke. The law was adopted yesterday at the village board meeting, and officials say Great Neck now becomes the first municipality in the state to enact such a smoking restriction. Officials say the law comes following complaints about smoke entering village stores and upsetting customers. The village cites a 2007 study that found that a person sitting within 3 feet of a smoker outdoors can be exposed to levels of secondhand smoke similar to indoor levels. Yesterday's vote makes Great Neck Village the third in the country to enact such a measure. A Long Island man stopped by police for carrying an open alcoholic beverage on the street allegedly resisted arrest and is now facing several more serious charges. Police say 2 Suffolk County officers on patrol yesterday afternoon at Patchogue observed 28-year-old Eric Greaves walking along Bay Avenue with an open container. When officers approached Greaves, they say he became violent and tried to steal one of the officers' tasers. Then, after he was arrested, police say they found Greaves in possession of crack cocaine. And it was further discovered that Greaves is a level 3 sex offender who had not registered as required in Patchogue. Charges against Greaves now include assault on a police officer, resisting arrest, attempted robbery, failing to register, and possession of drugs. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has proposed shutting 20% of state agencies, authorities, and commissions to fulfill his campaign promise to create leaner state government. In his State of the State address in Albany today, Cuomo said he's establishing a commission to draft what he calls a right-sizing plan by May 1st.
We have to reinvent government. We're going to have to reorganize the agencies. We're going to have to redesign our approach.
Cuomo proposes merging the 3 agencies that regulate insurance, banking, and consumer affairs to save money and better protect investors and consumers. And he says we're going to have to confront the tax situation here in New York State.
In New York are killing New Yorkers. 13 of the 16 highest tax counties are in New York when assessed by home value. In absolute dollars, Westchester County, the highest property taxes in the United States of America. Nassau County, the 2nd highest property taxes in the United States of America.
Other proposals Cuomo included in his first State of the State address to help close the state's more than $9 billion budget deficit include closing some juvenile prisons and implementing a 1-year salary freeze for most state workers, with contracts coming up for renegotiation on April 1st. A 2-car accident has claimed the life of a Nassau County teenager, and today police are saying the accident may have been caused by excessive speed. John Santa Maria has more.
It was here at the intersection of Salisbury Road and Bowling Green Drive in Westbury that a local teenager was killed and 3 other people were injured. Police say last night, shortly after 5:30, a 2006 BMW traveling south on Bowling Green Drive was involved in a collision with another vehicle traveling west on Salisbury Road. The force of the collision knocked down this utility pole.
The driver of the BMW was ejected, pronounced at a local hospital last night. There were 2 passengers in the vehicle. Everyone here we're talking about in the BMW were teenagers.
17-year-old Francisco Pasilico of Westbury, the driver of the BMW, was killed, and friends and family of the W.T. Clark High School senior have now created a makeshift memorial to the teen at the scene of the accident.
He was just like a really nice guy, and he was kind of like everyone's friend, just because he was just a really nice guy and he was really funny. He always made all the classes laugh.
Police say the two passengers in the BMW are in stable condition with spinal injuries, and the Levittown woman who was driving the other car was not seriously injured. This local resident told us what she heard at the time of the accident.
Yeah, he says it sounded more like a trailer or a truck when they hit a bump and you hear the metal, And then the ambulance and the police came right away down. And, we knew it was something serious that they came so fast.
According to police, the victim may have disregarded this stop sign, and they say he may not have been wearing his seatbelt. Police say Basilico has already had 2 prior accidents, and they say the BMW involved in last night's fatal collision was registered just 5 days before Christmas. In Westbury, John Santa Maria, LI News Tonight.
A Long Island man was arrested today on charges of possessing child pornography. The Nassau County Police Crimes Against Property Squad says 54-year-old Mark Samet of Wantagh was arrested this morning. The arrest was the result of a joint investigation with the Suffolk County Police Department Computer Crimes Unit. Samet has been charged with 28 counts of possessing a sexual performance by a child. A man arrested in connection with a series of parking lot purse snatchings was due to be charged in a grand jury indictment unsealed today in Riverhead. 33-year-old Ernesto Suarez of Central Islip was arrested last month when he tried to flee the scene of a purse snatching in the Kohl's department store lot in Deer Park in a stolen car and then crashed that car into a police car. Police say Suarez is suspected in over a dozen purse snatchings in December in Bayshore, Comac, Bohemia, and other locations. And Suffolk County Police are investigating a bias graffiti incident at a Moriches condominium complex. And police say the graffiti included attacks on race, religion, and sexual orientation. According to police, 1 or more subjects entered the waterways at Bay Point gated condominium complex on Bay Point Drive in Moriches, sometime between Monday evening and early yesterday morning. The graffiti was reportedly spray painted on buildings, cars, street signs, and security lights. Detectives say they're hoping to hear from anyone who has information about the incident. Well, it was an up day on Wall Street today. The Dow finished up 31 3/4 points. NASDAQ was up just under 21 points, and the S&P was up 6 1/3 points. NYIT's LI News Tonight continues after this.
Breast cancer patients can learn to get organized at a free workshop at Adelphi University's Alumni House in Garden City on Tuesday, January 11th at 7 p.m. To pre-register, call 516-877-4325. Older adults can take a class in chair yoga at the Long Beach Public Library on Friday, January 14th at 9:05 a.m. For more information, call 516-432-7200. See a model train exhibition created by the Long Island Railroad Museum at the Northport Public Library on Saturday, January 15th from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Sunday, January 16th from 1 till 5 p.m. For more information, call 631-261-6930 or take in a classical piano concert at Freeport Memorial Library on Sunday, January 16th at 2:30 p.m. For more information, call 516-379-3274. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight@nyit.edu.
In Melville, J.B. Buno, LI News Tonight.
In Bethpage, Stephen Katove, LI News Tonight.
At Belmont Park, Sophia Allen, LI News Tonight.
These are just a few of the people who have been reporting the news for LI News Tonight over the past year, and you could be one of them. Television news is an exciting and challenging career that could put you in the middle of what's happening and in touch with the people who are making the news. A career in television news journalism can offer you the opportunity to work as a reporter, camera person, or videotape editor, or any number of behind-the-scenes jobs, including producing or manning the assignment desk. And it's a career that can be yours by joining the LI News Tonight news team. Produced at studios on the campus of the New York Institute of Technology, LI News Tonight offers television news internships that can earn you college credits and the possibility of being on the air in just a few weeks. LI News Tonight has been the jumping off point for many local and national news professionals, and you could be next. Call 516-686-7952 for more information on how to enroll for LI News Tonight, and let us put you on the air. Some headline stories around the world today. North Korea has proposed dialogue with South Korea to defuse high tension on the Korean peninsula. North Korea's government, political parties, and other organizations issued a statement today calling for an unconditional and early opening of talks. Both Seoul and Pyongyang have given recent indications that peace talks are possible, even after weeks of warlike rhetoric and military drills by both countries. A U.S. envoy said today that Washington and Seoul are working on ways to deal with the North after it attacked a frontline island back in November. Freezing temperatures have forced the evacuation of more than 20,000 people from their homes in southern China, with frozen roads stopping traffic and ice collapsing roofs. The official Xinhua news agency reported late yesterday that ice and sleet had collapsed the roofs of more than 200 homes and forced the evacuation of nearly 23,000 people across the southern province. Freezing weather has also damaged more than 160,000 acres of crops, such as cabbage, and caused about $45 million in economic losses, according to the report. More freezing temperatures across the province are predicted through Friday. And a giant bluefin tuna fetched a record $396,000 in the first auction of the year at the world's largest wholesale fish market in Japan. The price for the 754-pound tuna beat the previous record that was set back in 2001 by a 445-pound fish at the Tokyo market. Japan is the world's biggest consumer of seafood, with Japanese eating 80% of the Atlantic and Pacific bluefins that are caught. The two tuna species are the most sought after by sushi lovers. A major health company is combining efforts with researchers on a blood test that they think has the potential to transform care of many types of cancer, especially breast, colon, prostate, and lung cancer. Johnson & Johnson plans to help get the test to market eventually. They say it can spot a single cancer cell among a billion healthy ones. Doctors hope to use it to determine what treatment would be best for a particular tumor and to find out quickly if the treatment is working. Ultimately, the test may offer another way to screen for cancer besides the mammograms, colonoscopies, and other methods used now. But that will require more study. The Internal Revenue Service says it's making it riskier to cheat on your taxes. The tax agency increased the number of returns it audited by nearly 11% this year. Recent statistics showed that wealthy taxpayers were most likely to be targeted for audit. In all, the IRS examined more than 1.5 million individual returns in the budget year that ended in September. That's up from 1.4 million the year before. The IRS collected $57 billion through enforcement actions, an 18% increase from the previous year. Overall, a little more than 1% of returns were audited. Well, we had a sunny day today. The high temperature was up near 40 degrees. Tonight should be partly cloudy with a low in the upper 20s. Tomorrow, cloudy skies with a high in the mid-30s. Friday, snow expected, a high in the upper 30s. Saturday, snow showers and wind with a high in the low 30s. And the outlook for Sunday, partly cloudy and windy with highs in the low 30s. And that's it for NYIT's LI News Tonight. I'm Ken Eckhart. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.